So 30 weeks, down to 10 more weeks to go, approximately. I'm doing this on my phone because I have had an exhausting week and I wanted to take a nap with my daughter. And now that she's awake, because she wakes up after her nap, I can't go down and do my normal filming. So 30-week update. My weight, I am sitting at about 140 pounds, which is 19 pounds up from pre-pregnancy weight. She's going to join me. This is going to be a slightly shaky video. Sorry, guys. Who's that? Is that Kaylee? So I'm up, what did I say, 19 pounds. I'm sitting at 140 pounds. Oh, your hand is freezing cold, baby. And the baby this week is about the size of a good-sized cabbage, I believe. I don't have my notes in front of me again, but really, to be fair, I haven't been taking notes. Things have been going along pretty much the same. I'm definitely feeling more breathless now that the baby is pushing up into my diaphragm a little bit more. It's harder to bend over. It's harder to do anything like that. It's been a really rough week. Nursing update. Kaylee's still nursing. The last 3 or 4 days has been really rough. I've had a really, really strong nursing aversion. And it's led to tears on both of our parts on multiple occasions because there comes a point where I can't keep nursing her. So I still try at every nap and bedtime. Those are really the only 2 times that she nurses. The other night she even woke up in the middle of the night and I went in and she didn't nurse. She just played with that, my mole, and then went right back to sleep. So, just like she does right now. So she didn't even ask to nurse in the middle of the night, which I'm so thankful for because that was one of the nights that I had a really bad nursing aversion. It was a rough night getting her to sleep because I couldn't keep nursing her. And it's not that it's painful. In fact, I wish it was painful because if it was painful, I can deal with that. I can deal with pain. But this nursing aversion or nursing agitation isn't pain. It actually brings up a lot of really negative emotions. It makes you resent children. It makes you feel angry, frustrated, irritated. It makes me feel like my skin is crawling, or I have restless legs, or I just can't hold still. And it's really not nice. And there have been a few times where I'm like, I think we're done. But I really, really don't want to wean her at this point. I feel kind of like my body's betraying me, but I know that it's also doing what it needs to. So far we're pushing it through. We're just taking one nursing session at a time. So I nurse her for as long as I can, and she seems to be starting to get the hang of it, that when mommy says we need to have a break, we need to have a break. If it's evening and like bedtime, she still tends to break down a little bit and fuss, which sucks because generally it's just before she falls asleep. And then this aversion kicks in, and I can't quite hold out for those last few minutes to get her to fall asleep deep enough to unlatch her. So then I end up unlatching her early, and then she ends up crying, she gets worked up, and then it takes that much longer to get her to go back to sleep again. So emotionally and physically, it's been an incredibly draining week, which is why I took a nap with her today, because I couldn't keep my eyes open, I couldn't function. It was only an hour-long nap because she only naps for an hour and 15, and because I nurse her to sleep, I still then need to fall asleep after she's fallen asleep. She's just figured out that she can open and close our doors, and the poor cat is locked in the bathroom. She keeps going in there and keep coming out and going in and coming out, so she's keeping an eye on him. But the poor guy's locked in the bathroom now. And life will never be the same now that she can open a rounded handled door. Other than that, the pubic symphysis pain, it's been mostly gone. I'm starting to get a little bit of it the last few days, so I'm trying to focus on making sure I do the exercises with a ball and things to make sure that stays loosened up. I did have a midwife appointment since the last time I filmed, because I had one last week. The baby's heart rate is looking good. It jumps around depending on what's going on. It kicks the Doppler a lot. It's sitting between 130 and 150. So right over that borderline of whether or not it's a boy or a girl. By the old wives' tales. And I never ended up doing the string tests and a whole bunch of those other tests because really there just hasn't been time. Not with running a home business and when she's sleeping and then dealing with her when she's awake. So I've asked Kaylee a few times now if she thinks that baby Jones is a boy or a girl, and she fairly consistently says boy, regardless of whether I ask her if it's a girl or a boy or if it's a boy or a girl. So she's fairly consistently saying boy. My mother-in-law says boy. Someone else recently was saying boy. I've had a lot of people say boy, so we'll find out 10 more weeks-ish. But period pain, yes, going down doesn't seem to be bothering me too much. Just on occasion I'm feeling it a little bit. Sleeping is not, it's getting worse, but it's not because I can't get comfortable. I can get comfortable, I'm just waking up really easily, which kind of sucks, but I'll survive. It's not nice to constantly wake up when you're so tired, and it seems like the nights where I'm like, okay, just one good 8-hour stretch of sleep and I should be as good as new is a night that like she wakes up and I'm up for an hour in the middle of the night or something like that. But other than that, she's bringing everything out of the bathroom. She's such a toddler. Other than that, belly's getting bigger. I haven't weighed, or I haven't measured my circumference, and I didn't do it beforehand, so I don't know what my circumference is. Oh, midwife appointment. Sorry, a little off track. So I did have my midwife appointment. Baby's heart rate's good. Baby is head down now. At my previous appointment, the baby was head up. Baby is now head down and into my pelvis. Baby is sitting up my right side, which is actually exactly where Kaylee sat when she was in my belly. Baby is measuring a little small. My fundal height was 26 centimeters and my appointment was at 29 and a half weeks. So it's measuring a little small. Not that the midwife is too concerned because I did measure either on track or a couple of centimeters small with Kaylee. So we'll see what happens at my next appointment in a few more weeks. They had me do, apparently there's a pre-screening for postpartum depression, and it's just a 10-question questionnaire based on your emotional state over the last 2 weeks, and thankfully I completely passed with flying colors. I didn't think I would have an issue. If I'd taken it this week instead of last, some of my answers might have felt or been a little different, only because we've had some big nursing issues. But other than that, I am at an incredibly low risk for postpartum depression, which is really nice. I did ask about the gestational diabetes test, and if I declined it, does that preclude me from the option of a home birth? And it does not. She was actually saying at this midwifery practice in particular, it would be hard. We would be hard pressed to get precluded from a home birth. The cat left the bathroom. She left the door open. So now she's going to yell at him and try and get him to go back in. He's way too big for her to pick up. He weighs almost as much as she does. So I have a feeling he might be out of the bathroom for the rest of the day. So yeah, no, I'm still good for a home birth. I have not quite confirmed, but almost confirmed our birth photographer. I filled out the contract. We're meeting next week, so that'll be in my 31-week update, that whether or not we've fully confirmed, which will be nice. I'm going to be likely purchasing a pool from the midwifery clinic. They aren't as deep as they like, but they are fairly big around. But they are birthing pools that I can purchase at a reasonable cost, so a lot of birthing pools are very expensive, and these ones are, I believe, $89. And we can use it afterwards as like an inflatable pool for the backyard and things like that. I'm going to spin the camera around, ignore the mess of everything that she's just pulled out. I don't know if he wants to go in the bathroom anymore. I think he might be done in the bathroom. Look, there's Spartacus. So, but other than that, everything seems to be going well. I'm not swelling, really, like I did. Hang on, don't pull on that, please. Let go. Thank you. I'm like, my legs are not swelling like they had been. They're getting awfully hairy. The foil on my electric razor has a hole in it, so unfortunately I can't use it, and I have yet to get another one. Another foil, that is. And hi. So we'll see how hairy I let them get. I might just go and get my legs waxed. I'm going for a pedicure soon with the family anyways, and it sounds like they can only take 2 of us at a time. So I might go and there's 5 of us, so I might sneak in and get waxed while they're getting their pedicures, just so that my legs are a little more manageable. But I'm also tempted to just leave it until closer to delivery time, maybe in another month and a half, go and get waxed and just bikini zone waxed. Legs waxed and bikini zone. So we'll see. I don't know. Waxing hurts at the best of times, and I know it hurts even more when you're pregnant. I think that's all that I've got for now. I know, same shirt as I wore last time. Oops. I'll try to switch up my shirts from week to week. It's not that I've been wearing it all week. It's been 7 days since I wore this shirt last, so it's just kind of how it works out. But this is my baby. And I will do a belly shot shortly, and I will talk to you guys later. Next week. Next week we're down to potentially single digits. Single digits till my due date. It's kind of scary. We have to start working on getting our nursery-ish ready, just making sure we've got everything good to go, because we're down to about 2 months. Kind of scary, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping that my nursing aversion goes away when the new baby comes towards her, but I've also read that you can still have an aversion to a toddler but be fine nursing an infant. So we'll see if it works. I will talk to you guys next week. Bye. Okay, so I actually didn't talk through this part of the video because it is currently like 11:30 at night, and my daughter's room is just across the hallway, and so I wanted to stay a little bit quiet. So belly shot with the shirt on, with the shirt up. I feel like I'm putting on a little bit more weight on my back this time. Like I'm a little bit more chubby in my back and bum, but still very much baby. And then my belly button is starting to stick out. It's getting there. Flattens out when I'm standing. My belly's starting to get quite itchy as well. But I'm going to keep using my cream and hope for the best. Bye.